Yo, watch list for July 2nd. Start off here. We'll go into a few watches for tomorrow, maybe a little review from today. CORZ course, same kind of setup that I was noticing on those other few names from the weekend scan. You got these wicks coming up on a rising moving average, and this downtrend and a breakthrough tens kind of acting as a trigger. Cava, nice strong day, still coming into that 97s. ICU, I had bought some off the open. It was super illiquid right there in the opening candle because it was breaking and gapping above this $8 level. And as soon as I bought, the ask disappeared and the spread was from my entry to where I was selling. It was like 40 cents. And I did not want to be caught in if that bid got taken and being looking at, a 50, 60 cent loss, something like that. I was looking to join that momentum, get a morning spike, but volume was just so light and I started second guessing myself. But I got that little volume perk off the open and that downtrend break. So I put some back on here into close. And ideally we get a gap up continuation similar to this. We go on a multi-day run. If this thing gaps down and fails under the 9s, then I'll just move on. Next, failed into close. Price alerts here over 810s. GME, I was in and out that thing a few times this morning and ended up red on it. Didn't really amount to much. I was looking for that 2270s break because Roaring Kitty came out with a position on Chewy, posted on Twitter, resulted in a gap up. So my thesis was apes would start to are they apes? Diamond hands? I don't know, whatever we call those psychos. But combined with them like second guessing Roaring Kitty, combined with this 2270s chart breakdown, I thought this rolling over action would result in a move lower, and it just didn't come. NNE, the bounce continued, a lot stronger than I would have expected in a random midday pull here. But prior resistance acting as resistance again. No real plan here for me. Looks like a controlled pump. OPTT hit my radar. Dom and Jack had mentioned it, and I liked the look for this 27s break with no other prior overhead resistance. I was not going to chase this straight up spike, but once it pushed and consolidated, broke out, the stronger it closes. If I'm already in, I like to sell, and if I'm not, then I like to look for an after hours pull. And we got that slight pullback where I could risk towards 23s, and we get this really nice after hours move. I tried to be selling some here up in the 38s, and turns out over at CP in Canada we can't sell after 7 p.m. Eastern, so I couldn't get out. So hopefully this thing still gaps up tomorrow and see where we're at there. So I've still got ICU and OPTT overnight, and then Cores, Cava next, big picture dailies that I'm keeping on radar. And I think that's it. A lot of long ideas, not so many short ops that I'm keeping an eye on right now. We'll look for some more extension, something like OPTT if this thing gaps up enough tomorrow. Something like 70, 100%. I'd be looking for a gap up filled follow through setup and potentially set up for a daily structure chart pattern down the road. But yeah, I think that's about it. And I will see you guys in the room.